Hi, everyone. Hi, boss. No. Um, Mostly for me. Um, but no. No bad news talk or anything. Um, I just wanted to talk about stuff, since it's been affecting stream, uh, daily. Hi. Hi, Blade. Hi, Ty. Bassie. Hi, everyone. I'll give, uh, I'll give it another minute or two for people to roll in, but hi, John. Hi, Sony. Hi, Josh. Hi, guys. Itching my foot. But you're in a chair, right? Oh. Ah. Hi. Hope everyone's doing good. Um, my appointment went well. It's just a specialist doctor. I see for like blood pressure and blood work, stuff like that. So yeah. Normal regular stuff. I have to take meds to regulate chemicals. That's the most vague way I can put it. Anyway, that went fine. I'm gonna talk about there's a lot. I'm using I'm not gonna go into specifics and stuff too far. You've already probably noticed I'm using my human form today. I don't want it directly associated. With Lapras. Yeah, I'm healthy. This is unrelated to the appointment, so don't worry. I have to get blood pressure and blood work done. See, so I changed medication and stuff. So, yeah, all good. Physically healthy. Mentally is another question. I might seem fine, like most of the time at least. Reality is I'm not. I sin. That emote. I mean, I'll say I'm like half like it's getting to where it's overwhelming, which is why we're here. It's been stuff piling up since September last year. Yeah, not for this one. I have some stuff turned off. Sorry. If I seem fine, then that's good, because when it comes when it comes time to stream, um, I put uh, all the energy I can muster, and I focus on good things. Um, it's been quite the learning experience to be able to do that. Um, I do that because I didn't I didn't want to mask um feelings. I wanted um I wanted like true and honest feelings on stream, off stream. Um, I I don't want to. That's something I've worked very hard on since I started streaming, and other VTubers told me to work on a mask, develop a mask. And that really bothered me. I don't want to be. I mean, yeah, I'm a VTuber, but I don't want to be fake about who I am. um, Me and Labras are one and the same. I don't put on an act. Um, just put the best version of me um out there. So I might seem okay. I might seem like really cool and confident and together sometimes, but uh, it's not really the case. Uh, Off stream, um, anyone's hung out with me in Discord, you know my energy level is way lower. Um, I am after stream, uh, after work stuff. I put my energy into. I'm pretty much shot. That's it. Um, I've always been like that. I reserve my energy because I'm low energy, so um, put it towards things I feel need it, I guess. Uh, Thank you. This music gets annoying, just let me know. I can switch. um, um, yeah. So I spent a lot of time and effort, focus on trying to be uh, myself without a mask, without, I just gotta smile for streams. What I do is I change, I change how I'm thinking at the time. Um, it's not something I got real. Um, it's not really natural until probably like last, I don't know, the end of last year. I started getting more comfortable with doing that. Hi, Rosie. Um, I don't have to think about it as much. But I still, what I do is I change, like, I push anything like that would make me sad, upset, stuff like that. I push that to the back of my mind, and I focus on I focus on stream and like good things, like people are there for me, my friends want me around, things like that. Um, Thanks, Rose. So we'll get to that. I'm trying to go from like you know, last year and work my way up to last Sunday. Mm-mm. That's the idea. Um, this is like anime me, I guess, but kind of realistic. Sleepy demon. Um, sorry, I'm fidgeting. um, so yeah, that's why it might seem like I'm mostly okay until like something happens, like last Sunday. Like a karaoke, I walk off or whatever. Um, as one of my close friends said, it's usually not I'll just say Radish sat and talked with me all night Sunday. It's in Soy Lavi almost. As she said, it's not it's not the thing at the moment that bothered us. That was just like the tipping point. There's a lot that builds up to that when someone blows up or falls apart, whatever. So yeah, like I said, everything started kind of piling up. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, so I kind of have things together now. I always say last September is when things started piling up. You guys that were here, I was like stressing about finding a job, losing my home. I took a break from some people, and I boy, there's a lot. Pachi, 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 pachi. Bazungas. Unkabadonkas. Oh, there will be. I will surely eventually cry. I've been fighting it, but that's okay. I am a crier, and I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. It's just who I am. A lot happened last year. Boy. So, yeah, boy. I actually moved here because of someone. You guys remember the move? Those of you that were here for it. It didn't work out. They helped me get here, set up everything. Everything seemed fine. They didn't like how much I was dedicating to streaming, which is pretty much everything. So they left. It didn't last very long, I guess. I tried. probably wasn't a very good try, but
Pachi.
um, that was like early in the year, and then for the summer, spring, summer, started talking to someone else. I wasn't feeling it and kind of backed away. um, Someone I was confused about my feelings for, I slipped away from as well. Um, Tried to give another person time. Um, I felt like it wasn't gonna work, so um, I let myself or them or whatever. I don't know how to say it. Um, or more around fall. Started talking to the people I took a break from again, and started developing feelings for them. On top of everything that was going on, I was at risk of being homeless. Did not have a job till like December, or it was literally like a week and a half before I was gonna lose my home. So, that was like around December, and I started talking to the person around fall, and then trying to keep up stream and events and everything without fail. Was Yeah, it was a lot. It was no easy task. I don't see streaming and stuff related to it as work. I love working on things for stream. I love streaming. I like creating. I'm at peace when I'm doing these things. It's off stream that's hard. And a little bit of time and space that I get off stream with you guys on Discord and stuff. Oh, it's night. That's also really big. Like Sony knows some of the a great deal of this, honestly. Sony and I are really close. So even in Discord and stuff, I consider that part of everything and everything I'm building. And it's when I'm away from that, it sucks. Everything sucks. So on from December, going through holidays, managing all the events. All the while, as you know, early December, I started practicing singing. And like tripling down on singing is more what I mean. I spent any free time I could on singing from the beginning of December while this was happening. As reason I made so much progress in singing lately. Not luck, or I don't like to. One of my friends used to hate or be annoyed that I didn't like to use the word talent unless it really was talent. I see talent as a definition. It's innate and like a built-in ability or aptitude for something that makes it really easy for you to do stuff and you're just natural at it. So it's weird when people say talented. I feel like I have been banging my head against everything. I'm learning everything on my own. Going by feel, largely up by feel. Whether it's 3D modeling, drawing, singing, dancing. I find something I want to do in that, and then I try to figure it out. I do very little research other than like looking into like what vocal type I am and things like that. Or like I find like tutorial videos for 3D stuff doesn't help me at all because it's just some expert in the field that expects you to know everything. So they're like, just go to flux capacitor and hit 2 hickey, and it's like, I don't know what the fuck that means, dude. So it always reminds me of part in Naruto, and Rock Lee points that out: hard work versus talent or a gift. I see the majority of, and not just for like, you know, inflating myself. It literally is hard work. I see what most of what I do is hard work. I might have like some aptitude for some things, but I started stuff and quit a lot growing up throughout my young adulthood. I would start something and just give up after a few months. Just didn't have it in me to continue, and the difference now is I have a driving force. I have a purpose, I feel like. Keeps me focused. It's nothing. I've never felt like that in my life. And that's one of the reasons I love what I'm doing. Yeah, it's a lot of hours, as Rose said. It's a lot of tears. The desire to quit is there, but it gets drowned out. There's a lot of reasons why I do this. I've said them before. Um, before I continue on into January and recent events, I like to talk about this a lot because it's important to me, and that's why I'm here. I'm not here to get paid for playing a game on stream. I'm not here to go, wow, look at my followers. I don't care how many I have. I know I need so many to be relevant in this space. But at my core, I don't care as long as I'm reaching people, and I want to reach more people. And hopefully the stuff I've gone through, I'm going through, learning, just the consistency of being here, every day that I can, and while taking mental breaks, because I think they are essential to doing this long term, or else I would do it every day. I I want to connect with people and help people in my own way. I am not a doctor. Medical field makes me cringe. A lot of it's like really gross. Not religious, and I can't be president. Like, I'm helping in my own way. I didn't realize till years later, but like seeing like the very simple good that VTubers, streamers can do for people didn't click with me right away, but I realized I was watching it over time in my two Oshis, Sana and Photon. Talk about them a lot. Not everyone knows who they are, but Hololive girls, I didn't know anything. But Hololive, 2020. I had just discovered VTubers at the turn of 2020, so like this summer, I think. Somewhere between the summer and stuff. That comment was fine. Rose was just being silly. What I'm saying is, like, I know there's other ways to help, but I don't feel like, especially because, a lot of them, you need a degree. I'm not smart enough for college. So I've tried the prereqs and failed. So I just decided, to get to work. Anyway, excuse me. It's fine. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm trying to emulate, replicate, reproduce. The vibe that my Oshis give. Because, like I said, it took me time to realize, and I stopped watching VTubers after Sana graduated. She is the only one I watched every single stream live except for 3. I haven't even caught Botan that much. And Botan's how I found VTubing. Bogged down for VK. Yeah. And Sana had that calm, comfort, kindness. Photon's a similar vibe in that she's very chill and I was not like I am. 6 years ago, I was not like I am now. And I find saying these things, maybe you guys can relate. I'm sure there are people who can. I was there. Literally only had the energy to work, put on one of their streams and fall asleep. I lost my love of games. Just lost the motivation to do anything. And I found having them there every day, having a community connected to them, people to talk to about them, and just things in general, and it was a connection. And the Hololive community was a good place for me. While there are, the extreme side of any community, largely, when they weren't like speaking out about the talents, like the VTubers. They're referred to as talents in Hololive because it's a talent agency first. But people wouldn't support each other. And I saw that as important as being there for stream. So a lot of it, watching them for years, has culminated into what I do now. At first, I just copied them in a lot of ways, and until I figured out what I wanted or what I felt I was as a streamer. So I know the outside of stream, that having that there is just as important. That's why I work so hard on community stuff. I do things to give back to you guys. Because you guys give to me. Whether you see it or not. Any streamer could tell you if no one showed up, they would quit. They wouldn't last super long doing this for no one. So, guys become the literal driving force, the fire under my ass. I don't feel like getting out of bed. Whereas in some situations I've described to friends as a literal explosive force behind me. There are things I wouldn't have done otherwise. Concert? That's insane. It still feels surreal. Like a dream. I know it's small. It's nothing like a Hololive concert, but it's still something. Not long ago, I sat there and watched them do and said I could never do that. But I want to. Look how happy, they make everyone. And that's part of who I am. And I've never had the delivery system or means to make people happy. Yeah, that's just the kind of person I am. I have to I have to make people happy. I have to see others happy. Like my events when you guys are all just hanging out and stuff at the end, it's like it's the best thing in the world. Sorry. It's the best thing, like it's the best feeling. I almost started bawling. It's the best feeling to see people happy because I did something. And maybe a little selfish, but that's who I am. I've found entertainment, and first time in my life I have something I love. I know I love it, because I would have quit in a few months if not. Here I am, over 2 years, and my feelings have only gotten stronger. I want to keep going, whether I get into Hololive or Face Connect or not. I would like to work with them, but I originally felt like I had to be in those to connect with people. Because it's just so easy when you have a company to, you know, put you out there. But yeah. Now that I'm doing it on my own, I don't feel that strong of a need to join an agency. I do still want to, but I just don't feel like I have to anymore. Kind of doing what I love already, so yeah. While it would be nice to have the reach, I would also lose the, you know, I can't have my own IP. I can't have the closeness with my community. That's something I can give that agency girls can't. And I know like what that's like when you're like trying to reach somebody you watch and you get nothing back. I've done it recently. I try to just say, you know, hey, that was great. Do you have any tips on, you know, going about this? And you just get nothing back because they can't. Like, they're very restricted on what they can, like, under contract reply to. Usually they'll check with their manager. I also don't want to be in that situation. So yeah. Yeah. And I hope I like, well, I hope I grow. In my mind, I would be like, well, I don't have any like specific number goals. Like 1,000 was big for me on both sides, but that's something I was like, I feel like that's my entry point into really getting into this field. Um, thank you, Amara. I'm okay, Hypnos. Just talking. I feel like I really didn't. I don't know. Just felt more official at 1,000. But if I had to say a number where I felt like I reached a good enough amount of people and still reaching, would probably be over 50,000. Roughly, I don't know. They consider a small VTuber under 75,000, so I don't know if I'll ever hit that, but you know, I think that's definitely a number. I don't really think about them on numbers too much. That's the thing. I don't want to lose the ability to talk to people, because chat's going too fast, or there's too many people. Even if I get that size. And like that's why I made that post on YouTube and I mentioned it. Because it's a big deal to me. I miss chat. I feel like I'm losing it. I'm losing why I'm here. So yeah, someone said it's just chat, but it's more than that to me. I know there's people there. So that's right, there's slow mode, but even outside of chat, interacting with people, social media, Discord, like eventually it's gonna be a lot, and I know I can't prevent all of it, but I don't want people to feel like they can't reach me. I don't want them to feel like I've ignored a message. I would never ignore it on purpose. If I don't see what you said, it's purely because I didn't see it. Sometimes I go back, check the VOD, because I think, you know, something was off, and I realize I missed like 2 messages from people. I feel horrible. But I am trying my best to keep up with everything. But yeah, back to what was it? January. During the whole time too, I kind of didn't mention since September, end of summer, early fall. There's the whole thing with a friend of mine, another VTuber. Drama. That once tailed me, tailed her. Same people. Drama and stuff like that. I don't play those games. I find no entertainment in it. It only hurts people. When it comes to drama in my community, and I'm sure some of you know the VTuber drama stuff. I don't tolerate it. You send a big paragraph on like a witch hunt, why someone's bad, everyone beware of them. I'm deleting it, and I'm gonna warn you one time. It does not belong here. So all of that was going on, managing that as well. I was doing my best to help her cope as a friend, manage things, support without having it affect my community. And it's not because I didn't care about her, it's gonna sound really cold and messed up. And kind of goes back to my ex leaving me. I put stream first, my community first. If someone gets in the way of that, I'm not stopping. You could be one of my best friends right now, and if you get in the way of this, I'm sorry. I will not step down or let this go. On to January, prepping for finally rehearsals and stuff for concert. I had all that to manage, getting used to new job training, all that stuff. The drama shit increasing. Someone I considered a good friend saying they won't be at my concert because of all that stuff that was happening. That really hurt. And they think it didn't. They assume I'm not hurting because I'm able to push myself to do what I feel I have to do. I feel I have to do this. I'll cry later. It didn't hurt any less just because I had something I had to do. I had two friends I thought were very close leave. They just walked away. Ignored me. They say I did it. I say they did it. From day one, I told everyone why I'm here, and it hasn't changed. I'm here to fulfill a dream. I've never had a fucking dream in my life. I just went to work, survived. That's why I'm not letting this go. It's the first time in my life I feel like it's worth getting out of bed. Worth waking up. They probably did. I will honestly give both sides of the argument. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you they're bad. I'm not gonna talk bad about people, even if they hurt me. It's just not who I am. They were still good friends when they were. Like I said, didn't hurt any less. I still carried on, did my concert. That was a concert. Was also around the time everything was like changing a lot for me, socially, community, etc. I was worried I would just fall apart during the concert. I have to just have to get through it. I'll probably collapse after the last song. Surprised I didn't. It didn't really hit me again, so I was so focused on you guys, even after the concert, the after party thing. Didn't really hit me again until Fia got in front of me. She was like, "I'm proud of you." That was the time I realized my friends were changing. My friend group. People who've been there for me. Fia, Radish, Mito. They were there.
Sippy!
They didn't care if I gave them attention all the time. They didn't care if I fucked up. They didn't lecture me every time I did something. The first time I had friends, like real friends, not people that wanted something out of me, people that expected me to be something else. But I'm still getting used to it. Because I mean, I always wake up expecting that DM about something I did wrong. But it doesn't happen, which is a good thing. But it's still weird. They're just there. They're my friends. You, Sky. That was like an eye-opener about friendship and stuff. That someone I considered really close decided not to be there, and this person I haven't even known 2 years was there and not only supported me, but being in the same field, not just VTubing, but singing and stuff. I felt so seen. Fia knew exactly when she heard me sing. And we've talked about it. She knew exactly what I've been doing, how hard it is. It was such a validating feeling. after the concert, I was still dealing with the former friends, I guess. They had eventually walked away a little bit after the concert. Radish and Mito was there the whole time. It's like them, you know. It just didn't really hit me recently. I'm a pretty big loner. My default is solitude. It's just what I go to. I feel like I'm very confusing in that respect because I like my solitude. I like my privacy, just the quiet. But I also like to connect with people and spend time with people. Hopefully they do stay around. Mito, Radish, and Fia have been angels. I don't know how else to describe it. I do have other people close to me who I could talk to as well. But just like there's something special between the bros, there's something special between the girls. And honestly, I haven't had any female friends my whole life. And it's a different environment. It's not because it's not because like guys aren't good enough for that. It's like guys and girls are different mentally, mostly. I mean, there's not hard walls on that. Like there's girly guys and there's manly girls, but it's spectrum. But anyway, generally speaking, there's just a different feel, I guess, and I kind of I tend to treasure that because I haven't had it. Like my sister doesn't even talk to me, so I've always had guy friends. Always been around guys. It's why I act so weird sometimes. Probably. You don't expect some things. But just the nature of around guys all the time. Like haha, piss, poo, fart, ha. Like I was always around my dad, his friends, and friends I made in a few friends I did make in school were all guys. Skateboard, do stuff like that. And well, I probably could have been shopping or something. I don't know. I feel like I missed out on a lot in my life. But instead of regretting that, I can get what I can now, I guess. Best time to start is yesterday, as they say. it's been really hard to manage everything. Um, I hope it hasn't affected stream too much, but if you've noticed, then that's what this talk is about. Yeah, I'm like, haha, piss, poo, shit, piss, but like I hear a fart sound, and I think it's funny, and like I think like other girls in my age or whatever would be like, really? um, but it has been affecting stream. Um, like Sunday, I walked out on Reddit, and that was not cool. So before I talk about that, we'll talk about the karaoke I canceled. Short and sweet is I chickened out. I constantly fight the anxiety and the fear and the nerves, and that day it got the better of me. So I'm sorry. I am okay with being vulnerable and you guys knowing that I stumbled. Hopefully that helps you guys and others that may find me realize like it's okay to fuck up. It's okay to fail. It's okay to be afraid. It's not okay to just let it stop you from having fun. And it's always a battle for me. It might seem like I have it down, like I've done these karaoke's and I've done these concerts before, but like it's still scary. I still shake. The last karaoke I actually went through, I was shaking until halfway through Turbo Lover. Like I just let go and had fun again. So that's what happened with that karaoke. Hopefully you guys see that and others see it and realize that's okay. I wanted Demon to see like it's okay to not be comfortable doing karaoke. Like I'll stand there with you. I'm nervous with you. It is so much harder when there's people in that room, even though it's VR, than when I do solo streams for you guys. So I've done that on my own karaoke's. I've done that in group karaoke's where it's gotten to be too much, and I walked off, gathered myself, and came back. Sometimes I can't do that. Me too. I wish I could drag and drop those fuckers into the recycling bin. And on the mental health note, my mental health is leaps and bounds better than it's ever been in my life. I still struggle, but it is vastly better than I've ever been in my life. It feels like since like middle school, I was just on a decline, and every year was worse and worse. That's why I largely accredit my Oshis and VTubers and streaming to turning that around. So I don't think I could have done that without something to grab onto like that. This is a way I can put myself out there without, like a regular streamer. You guys got, from my point of view, you guys got balls. Like, because I'm a very private person. Like I said, I like solitude and privacy, and that's why VTubing was perfect. Um, I'm also very much I very much love like animation and anime style and cartoons. Like I love that stuff. If that wasn't obvious, um, I create characters all day. It's so much fun. Uh, yeah, I mean about as private as it can be until we go like the way of China, where they're like, we need face IDs displayed for everyone. I don't know. I would freak out. Um, People knew who I was. Um, Not because I'm a bad person or anything. It's the same reason I never went to a con and cosplayed. No, I don't know anyone there, but I would have to do a cosplay where I covered my face because I don't want people to know who I am. I don't even like, and that might be like an autistic thing. Like, I don't even like people looking at me or looking directly at people's like in the eye. It's very uncomfortable. So people usually clock me as weird or something in real life because I'm always like, if you saw me in real life, I'd just be like if you saw me like walking somewhere in a store or something like that, like I would just be like head down, just doing my thing.
Sippy!
A to B, get the hell out of there. You'd probably think I was like, a criminal or something. But so this like I was not anything like I am here. In school, I was probably the weird quiet girl in class in the back. No one wanted to talk to. Didn't really have. I had maybe 3 friends throughout my school years. One of them's in a Discord still. Very fortunate to have him around. Yeah, which may seem weird for me to say, because I'm here and you're perceiving me, and I see my creations, like my models, as part of me, very much so. So I do see it as you guys perceiving me and hearing me, and there's people behind those words that you guys are typing. But one thing that pushes me past those thoughts is I need to continue what Zana and Botan and others who I may have not even watched do. I need to continue what they do because they won't be streaming forever. I can't stream forever, but I'll go as long as I can. As it stands right now. I feel like that's my purpose. Be one of them. That desire is stronger than my fear. It's how I do things. It's how I do anything I do. I have this passion and desire to do these things that finally outweighs most of the time. Outweighs all the negative feelings. There's times where they pile up, but you guys and my friends pull me back. And I was quiet. I was checking Discord and seeing you guys still active on my Discord and stuff. It means a lot. That's even though I'm really bad at Discord and I don't understand a lot of it, like it's still a space I created for everyone. So thank you. As far as Sunday, I talked to Radish all night that night. Um, we talked about it and more. I will say again, I am sorry. I ended stream like that. I had all afternoon I wanted to enjoy with you guys and Radish, and it's my own fault that I didn't get to. Um, that's on me. Um, what had happened was I have this, and I know you guys will disagree, and you'll reassure me. I have this nagging thought that's been there since day one, and I think every entertainer, VTuber, streamer, etc. feels this. I was like, just it's seeming like out of nowhere. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if there was a trigger. There's nothing I can think of when I think about it, but just overwhelming feeling of, am I even fun to watch? Am I even being entertaining enough? And it's honestly something that I struggled a lot with in collabs. And I end up hating myself for feeling it because the people I collab with in recent months are friends. And it bothers me that I could feel like that around my friends. My default is to support them, lift them up, and I don't want streaming to get in the way of the friendship. So I ultimately end up feeling like shit. I walked away. I did a BRB. I walked away. Tried to regain, center myself. Like, we're friends. We're having fun. We are having fun. I was having fun until these thoughts hit. It's like, why bother? Because they'll have fun without me anyway. So I told Radish, I was like, I can't. I have to step away. I ended stream, and I was like, I just told her, I was like, you have a good stream, whatever you're gonna do. I need to go lay down. I didn't think she would end stream and call me. I don't know if I deserve that. I felt so ashamed. That's just more, in the end, that's just more evidence that these people are my friends. And hopefully I can eventually drown out those thoughts. I've been doing better than the past. It used to be very bad. on collabs in the past. That's why I've taken breaks from collabs and stuff. It doesn't even become like those thoughts become more about me um lacking than um the person. So it's not even like a personal thing. Like it's been like every collab. It's not like a person, you know, insert name um is whatever. It's more like I'm lacking um in some area. Um I would. I see that now, Onion. Um yeah. And that's something like Kai is saying, like I don't think people who don't stream, unless they're super perceptive, um don't get that. I had my ex straight up tell me, like, why are you sad? You just you work on stream all day and you play a game on stream. Like, why are you sad? Like, they don't get why why it could be hard. Like I'm just turning on a game and a stream and just having a blast. This is so much more than that. Like playing a game is a way I can share moments with you guys. It's not for me. It's not about the game. It's silly stuff going on that we can connect with over, share funny moments or sad moments or stuff like that in between my singing and dancing and other stuff I do. Well, used to care about. Yeah, at the time, um, I was still very much all about that person. But if I told you guys everything, you would be like, why were you even with them? But yeah, that's well, I'm just talking about everything because I think it's healthy to talk about things that you know make you sad and uncomfortable or whatever. When it comes to like gaming streams and entertainment type of streams, you know, that stuff doesn't go in chat. You can talk about it on Discord or something. But I do believe it's okay to talk about these things. It's really sweet of you, Jordan. I'm glad, Kai. And that kind of adds to what I was talking about before, like if you guys can relate in any way, which I hope. You know, I'm not like the perfect idol. I want to do idol stuff. Be really cool to be an idol, but not in the sense that like I don't want to do it the traditional way, if that makes sense. I want people to see me learn and grow into it. That's part of the purpose of my streaming. You can see me because I watch Botan, someone who doesn't sing or dance. And now if you go check her channel, she has singing and dancing all over her channel. And every year she's better and better. And I thought that was the coolest thing. she could not sing. They auto-tuned the shit out of her when she first started. Same with others that didn't, you know. Now it's more of a stylistic thing for her now. She tends to do that kind of music and stuff, and hearing her voice, it's more sturdy, more developed and stuff. I'm like, wow. If people can see me like stumble and fuck up and still, move forward and progress and achieve and stuff, like maybe that could help someone, do something. Whether it's like, wow, she fucked that up hard and she came back next time and did it anyway. Like, I could, pick up that guitar again. I can start drawing again. I can, check in on a friend or something, whatever it is. I feel like I realized all these things way too late in life, but it's good, Derek. Yeah. Yeah. And it's especially hard to, because I believe Gura did sing a little bit before she started Hololive time. But it is still, like, it's harder to see at a professional level the difference unless you do that. Whereas, mine, you can go like 6 months back and it's like, ugh. Like, what a difference. Someone said in chat after my concert, like, it was a different person completely. It's a difference of figuring out how vocals work and using different parts of your voice, throat, chest. What I do now is more chest singing, and I'm building off of that. Yeah, not good to pretend or mask. Just put a smile on for stream is not what I want to do. I'm pretty open and vulnerable, and I'm okay with it. If I'm having a bad day, you'll probably notice I won't maybe not say anything, but might pick up on it. That's okay. I'm just I'm doing that, what I said, like, I'm focusing that, my community's here for me. This is about fun and, focusing on good things like that, at least for the duration of stream. Appreciate you, Jordan. Yeah, and I guess that's true. Like, some people don't really realize this means some people never grow out of high school, so that's fair. For parody songs, I don't think I've heard those in a long time. I remember when she debuted in Hololive and stuff, and like people were like, not long after, people were kind of talking about it, and I think I heard one or two. But another thing that helped me with like karaoke and stuff is the one who got me into 3D VTubing, Amelia, who's now Doobie. She's by no means a singer. I think that's one of the reasons she stepped out of Holo, not only to pursue her 3D passion, but she does karaoke's, and it's very endearing because it's just her. She's not, an amazing singer. She's just like very relatable as, anyone, literally like anyone on the street that pick up a karaoke mic and sing. Like, instead of like, whoa, they can sing, they're amazing, you get, oh, that's awesome. She's rocking it. She's loving it. And it doesn't have to sound perfect because she's having a blast. And everyone has fun because of that. something I have to remind myself, Aussie. I can. I should have honestly been around Discord and stuff. Um, I always end up kicking myself for isolating. Um, Sometimes I could fight it. Uh, Last time I couldn't. Um, and like I was talking to people, but still, I was like, man, I should really be there in the community. I should really be there. Um, but I also felt like that I guess feeling ashamed was just too much for what happened. Um, yeah, it's hard to shift into that from over 30 years of my comfort being alone away from people because just the way people have been to me. It's not something you sweep under the rug. I had one of my former friends tell me to just get over it. And my ex tell me I'm a depressing person to be around. Those are just snippets of how I've had people treat me. I don't feel like I necessarily do anything bad, but I also feel like I don't do anything to help. So while I feel like I didn't do anything wrong, I feel also like I didn't do anything to help. So whether it be myself or them. I am very insecure. I can't just tell myself or read a sentence, hey, you're okay, we're here. When my whole life has been otherwise. My whole life has proven otherwise, that people will leave. I've heard the sentences before. I'm here for you. Talk to me anytime. I'll always be here. They're not here. I'm here alone. Where are you now? I'm here 2 years later. And you're gone. It's hard to tell what is authentic when the track record shows that no one has been. It's hard to accept something as truth when you've heard it before and they're gone. I'm not going anywhere, you're stuck with me. I've heard that before. I feel like I'm a mix. I'm a mix of past and future. And when it comes to streaming is the times when I can be in the moment, focused on present right now, which would explain why I'm happiest. I'm definitely a people pleaser. It has not changed my whole life. It's really messed up that I had to um go through what I did when I crave seeing people happy. So, yeah, I would hope people only say that when they mean it. Whether they do or not, my subconscious says that's a meaningless sentence. And the only way that's gonna change is if they're actually here, like, years later, you know? And who has the time for that, right? I'm trying. I don't think I ever really grew up. Um, I've had exes tell me like, they're like, you're just like a little girl. Act your age. Yeah. Well, like I said, I haven't. Um, I only realized it recently, the last few months, year or so, maybe. Roughly about a year. That um, like I'm finally realizing like the people I've been around my whole life are they haven't been good to me, and I thought they were. So that's another thing I've been dealing with recently is that's it's not been an easy realization. Um, and I instantly want to blame myself for that. Um, letting myself be treated like that. Partially, like I felt like um, I didn't deserve better anyway, so I just accepted things. Yeah. Well, I thought like going back to my ex, I thought he was very understanding and patient, but when it came to actually living with me, um, things changed. So I certainly don't, Derek. um, but I I'm okay. Like I'm okay with how I am. Like I'm childish and um I feel like I have enough maturity in certain areas. Um but also like I'm okay with being childish. Um, I want to have fun, you know? Like I don't want to be seeing like other people grow up and just be sour and people my age at work, grumpy all the time. It's hitting me more now than it used to. It's like and yeah, I'm a big thinker. In my solitude, I think a lot. Um, yeah, I'm very immature. I think I get mistaken on a personality level. I get mistaken for like a 20 to 26 years old. um, Real life, when people clock me probably around like 26 to 28 years old. um, so it's kind of okay. It's like when at work, when they found out how old I was, they were like, nah. Yeah, I prefer not to be mature and responsible, honestly. Um, but I think I talked about everything I wanted to talk about up till recent events. Yeah, it's been an eye opener. Like think on a porcelain throne. It's kind of your thing, Lou. Hi, Radish. That's why we have that picture of Lou on the toilet in VR chat. How was your sleep, Di? Anything going forward you can help with? The biggest thing for me, it's been a thing my whole life. I just want to be understood. I don't want pity. I don't want charity. I feel like I have to earn things. And I know I'm not great at saying things how I mean. So I think I get misunderstood a lot. And I want to be understood, which is what this talk is about. I want people to understand me so they know why I'm here. They know why I act how I do and don't make assumptions. I would rather people know. You can ask anyone I've talked to about anything in depth. I just want to be honest and understood. And it might upset people. People have walked away when I've told people my honest feelings. Like 2 years ago, I told 2 people how I felt about them. I really liked them, and they ended up getting together and stopped talking to me because they saw it as me trying to split them up. I just wanted to dump my feelings, be like, this is how I feel, and I want to be friends with both of you. And they read it as I wanted to split them up. So, hi, Tox. I'm okay, Di. Thank you. Yeah, there's an old VR chat picture somewhere of Lou sitting on a toilet.
Sippy!
Pachi, 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 pachi. And it's very, very frustrating when someone misunderstands me. That's why I go on my rants for a game or something. I'm trying to get out how I feel, and it doesn't always come off right. Sometimes I can sound kind of like a bitch. I felt really bad how I responded to Ropes on Sunday. Very silly and childish of me. I haven't had the courage to apologize to her. So, I apologized kind of generally to everyone in Radish's chat the other day. So yeah, when I go on and like explain how I feel about games, you know, that's the biggest thing when it comes to games. The main thing for me is like there's rarely a game I hate. I used to be very much about like specific games, and I would deep dive and, you know, have to know everything about it, and I've kind of shifted out of that, and I've kind of taught myself to just enjoy things as they are. Is this game fun with friends? Yes or no? Not, you know, all the mechanics and the inner workings and analytical breakdowns of it. Like, I just want to have fun with it. Hi, Leo. Thanks, sis. Yeah, everything's fine now next to. Yeah, and it's like that's why I'm variety, because I love picking up a new game, like experiencing it as a new game. I think that's a special experience. I stopped reading reviews. I stopped checking gaming communities. I found they tend to dilute or toxify your own opinion on it when a game comes out. That's why I seem like so out of the loop. You guys are like, you haven't heard about this game. No, I purposefully avoid news and social media on things because they twist your perception of it. At least they do for me, and many other people. Where a game comes out and you're like, oh well, you don't say these things or think these things, but your brain's like, we're not supposed to like that. So you're just on the train with not liking that, or that's the game to play. So we're just playing it. Yeah, I'd rather just experience it. It's my experience, not theirs. And that helps me enjoy more games. I love going in blind. I know a lot of people like will test a game or play a few hours to get good at it or refresh. I'll go in blind, I'll go in after not playing for a bit. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, well, it's one thing if it's your preference. It's another if someone like influenced you in some way that RTS is bad or something. I'm always open to, like, I still revisit horror for something like Nightmare House, or even though horror isn't really my preference, I'm scared easy. I don't like the feel of adrenaline. That's big for me. It makes me very uncomfortable, to the point where I get irritated. That's where my irritation comes from with like PvP. So if my adrenaline starts pumping, um, I will also more likely be irritable because I'm uncomfortable. I don't like the feeling of adrenaline at all. Um, we also, like, Mito and I played Nuclear Nightmare and stuff. Like, those were fun. Both of those games I mentioned were fun. And I wouldn't have played them if, 10 years ago me, eh, I'd just be playing like Destiny or something right now. So, yeah. I just look at it, I watch a few videos on it, or someone tells me about it. If it says like PvE building, co-op, okay. Instant try. Character creation, instant try. There's things that'll pull me right in. There's things I'll have to think about, like revisiting RTS, which I will be doing here soon. I'll be playing Total Warhammer 3 eventually. Both of those games are really fun. I might play them again for Halloween. Probably Nuclear Nightmare because we still haven't done a lot in that. It's really good. Play with a friend or, someone in my community. That's another thing. Like, I hope you guys can find friends and connect with people too. Hopefully people that you can vibe with. Yeah, I used to just play third and first person shooters, very action heavy games. It took me some time to kind of open up and try different stuff. The biggest changer for me was watching Botan. And even though, I understand like 15 to 20% of what she says, I can watch her VODs and turn on the translator, but the thing you get from watching her is she's having fun. That's one reason I love her, is she can always find something in any game, and she plays a lot of different games. You'll find in variety sense we're very similar, because that's like where that was like my changing point. I was like, she tries all these like obscure games blind, like just starts them, laughs at them, has fun. It can even be a game she loves, and she will just like joke about how silly something is, and that's where like I found I feel like I found someone I can relate to, because I'm the same way. I love Halo, I love Nier, I love Gears of War, but like there's silly things I can make fun of in them, and I still love the game. I think that's pretty important. In gaming, I don't feel like it's very common. Because the passion overrides that. Aliens Tactical. I did play Dark Descent. I felt like it was a lot of micromanaging. I found it really hard. Thanks, Mito. Love you. Love you, radishes. That's kind of where I ended up being in variety, is in recent years, thanks to Botan. She'll play like some obscure ass game we won't even hear about for like another week or two. Mwah. Hugs. And it's just a blast to watch her have fun. So, yeah, Gears Horde mode was so good. Go play XCOM 2. I'm gonna wrap up here because I wanted this to be short. Probably gonna hang out in Discord or something. I've been doing a lot of what I like to call rummaging in Blender and Unity where I don't get anything really done. I just play with things because stuff is on my mind. So, I need to maybe sit and play a game for an hour before I go to work or something. I don't know. Maybe just relax. Enjoy my coffee that had the ice melting in it. I treated myself today. Took Thea's advice and got a sweet treat. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm really excited to play Stories 3 Monster Hunter. I've been loving that game. Really cute. Thank you for coming and listening. I will, Radish. Appreciate all you guys. Yeah, we'll see how I feel when I get in VC, Kai. Pachi, 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 pachi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Please